Adventure motorcycling holds a timeless allure. The open road, the unknown trail, and the freedom to explore new places, remote and far beyond the ordinary sights and sounds of normal everyday life. Maybe it's just a local ride on a known trail.
Got some sprinkles of rain coming down. Never lasts too long. At least today it doesn't. But the drops are cold.
Or perhaps it's a trip to that backcountry discovery route that's been beckoning to you for a long time.
The plan is to meet up with some friends and ride across Washington BDR, down through Idaho, the Idaho BDR.
Brand new adventure is starting.
Maybe you're dreaming of a ride in a foreign country, perhaps a guided trip, so you can experience another culture from the back of a motorcycle. For many seniors, it represents not only a hobby, but a continuation of a lifelong passion for two wheels and the open world. Yet, while the spirit of adventure never ages, the body and the mind inevitably do, making it important to balance the rewards with a clear-eyed understanding of the challenges. Let's talk about some of the benefits to us as aging adventure motorcyclists. One of the greatest benefits of adventure motorcycling for seniors is the profound sense of vitality that it offers.
It wasn't easy, was it, Bill?
Challenging.
Yeah.
All thoughts of my age and minor aches and pains that come with the years stacking up on the body fade away when the engine comes to life, the clutch is released, and wheels start turning. Instead, I become focused on the terrain, techniques, the beauty of my natural surroundings, and whatever Mother Nature might throw into the mix.
So all of this you see right here is hail that came down just before we got up here. Yeah.
There's always going to be an element of the unknown. Will I make it up that challenging hill climb?
Oh my God.
Will I successfully cross that stream? Will I have a mechanical issue or a flat?
One thing about the DR650, it's a simple bike.
All of these add a sense of vitality to life. We are engaged. We are a participant, not a bystander. We are directly in control of what we are attempting and responsible for the outcome.
I kind of ricocheted over and boom, down I went. The crash bar took it right on that log. Unfortunately, I missed this big old boulder.
This may even be the first time in our adult life that we are experiencing this unfettered freedom. Riding engages both the body and the mind, maintaining balance, scanning the terrain, planning routes, and adapting to conditions all keep our cognitive functions sharp. It's an activity that demands presence. It demands our focus, It demands our coordination.
Just barely saved it. I was that close from dropping it at the top. The working outs helped out.
I like the view from here.
Helping to keep reflexes and our mental acuity strong. Physically, even the preparation and handling of a motorcycle promotes fitness. Mounting, dismounting, lifting gear, and standing on the pegs while riding on even ground engages the muscles, improves balance, and maintains our flexibility.
A little chunky downhill.
Many seniors find that motorcycling motivates them to stay active and healthy in daily life.
It sure feels good to get some air moving through this jersey. Whoa. Now you're like a blackberry briar in the face.
And to continue riding safely, they need to be doing this. We need to be doing this. I need to be doing this. It can be the motivational tool that gets you to the gym, jogging, walking, bicycling, whatever it might be to stay fit. Exercise and diets you might have found excuses not to do take on a real purpose when you realize that this means the difference between your adventure days being over and extending your rides into many more seasons. There's also a deep emotional and social benefit. Adventure riding encourages connection with nature and with other riders, and also with oneself. The solitude of a winding dirt road, the mountain vistas, the streams and the forests, the camaraderie of trailside camps and campfires offers a rare kind of peace and perspective. For retirees, motorcycling often provides a renewed sense of purpose and excitement, replacing work-driven structure with personal freedom and discovery. Hey guys, we've earned this time. Adventure motorcycling in later years is not without real concerns. Our physical strength, our vision, reaction time, they all naturally decline with age, increasing the risk of accidents or fatigue. Progressive or bifocal glasses can interfere with distance and near vision requirements that occur very rapidly as you and your bike bounce, change direction very quickly. You're picking a line and avoiding obstacles. Goggles mostly are not an option, and polarized sunglasses interfere with TFT screens and navigation screens, kind of interferes with their clarity to a degree. Also, our physical strength wanes with age, and no amount of strength training is going to make you a 25-year-old again. Adventure bikes. They're often tall and they're often heavy. They can be difficult to maneuver or pick up after a fall, especially if you're in rough terrain. Seniors must be honest with themselves. I must be honest with myself. I'm 75 years old now. I need to be honest about limitations. And we need to adapt our riding style accordingly. Perhaps it's choosing lighter motorcycles or less demanding routes. Fortunately, most recently, manufacturers are producing more choices in smaller, lighter, adventure category bikes. Your health conditions can also play a role. Issues like, arthritis, back pain, and cardiovascular problems. They can all be aggravated by long hours in the saddle, exposure to the heat and the cold, and rain, and whatever else Mother Nature might throw at you. Even the mountain altitude can be exacerbated by your age. Proper ergonomics, frequent breaks, and pre-trip health checks are essential to mitigate these health issues. Additionally, the remoteness of many BDRs and adventure routes raises safety concerns also.
I hit that extreme dip right there and bottomed out the forks. Hit on my right elbow and my right hip.
I'm packing up camp. It was a long, hard day yesterday. I'm not feeling real well. I think it's altitude sickness, a little bit of nausea. I'm gonna get on the trail now to lower elevations, I believe. Should be the cure there. So, a solo breakdown or medical emergency can quickly escalate, even if communication or mobility is not limited. Morning, cold, 5 a.m. Tried to start the bike. Battery was low. Got my jumper pack out, and even with it hooked up, it did not want to start. Seniors should prioritize reliable satellite trackers such as the Garmin InReach and others. Have emergency plans and ride within reasonable limits. Got to think about what I'm going to do from here on rather than head out into the outback further. Thank my lucky stars and the guy up above. Perhaps going solo should be more seriously considered than in the past. Adventure motorcycling as a senior is both possible and deeply rewarding, provided it's approached with awareness and preparation. The key lies in adaptation, selecting the right motorcycle, maintaining fitness, and riding smarter rather than harder. For many, it becomes less about conquering rugged terrain,
Oklahoma highway,
and more about savoring the journey, the scenery, and the sense of freedom that only a motorcycle can bring. Age may change how one rides, but it doesn't have to diminish why one rides. The love of adventure, exploration, the open road endures even in our aging souls.